I have the UFC mascot Hasbullah shirt on. So I'm probably going to have to talk about something UFC related. Oh wait, no I'm not. I'm going to talk about Power Slap. Has anyone seen the hit show Power Slap? Pun intended. Fuck me, it is ridiculous. If you don't know, now you know. God, that was fucking cringe. Okay, if you don't know what Power Slap is a sport, kind of, where two people stand across from one another and slap the shit out of each other like a domestic abuser when his wife doesn't bring him a beer on time. It's hosted by Dana White, which is kind of fitting because it presents itself like The Ultimate Fighter, but not interesting at all. It's like UFC, but take everything that makes the UFC great and only leave in the Stockton slaps. And that's pretty much Power Slap. I watched 2 episodes of this shit show, but I was not impressed. But I kind of knew that coming into this video because I was watching UFC and saw a promo for Power Slap, and my first thoughts were, wow, this is gonna suck. And I wasn't wrong. I think what makes this somewhat entertaining is that Dana White thinks this is so fucking cool. And when someone takes a nap, he reacts in the same way of like a 5-year-old when he has 2 mates getting into a rap battle.
And when you went to the supermarket, you thought 3 for 2 was actually 3 for 2.
Going back to ideas, what ideas do you have when your brain's the size of a pea?
These quote-unquote athletes, they all live in a house called the Slap House. Very clever name. I think that may have been Dana's invention. But yeah, and it kind of works similarly to the Hype House, but doesn't in any way, shape or form. But literally, fuck all happens in this house, or at least from the episodes I've watched. You get to see these guys go through intense training in the Slap House, you know, like they slap, and then they slap some more, and then they slap other things, and that's pretty much their training regimen. And when they're not slapping, they give contestants like interviews to like make them more down to earth, like I actually give a shit. I just want to see some dudes slap each other. They also do weigh-ins like the UFC, which actually baffles me because I have no idea why. Like, you're only using one limb to attack your opponent and you're not like a pound-to-pound fighter or anything. In episode 2, the cringe is, you know, dialed up to 11 by having these 2 gentlemen making an absolute fool of themselves. This Liver King looking fuck goes full naked when he's weighing in, like that. Like, he needs to take shirts and shit off to appear lighter. Like, he just strips down into this, like, grey diaper and starts flexing while he weighs. Like, come on, man. Like, you're just there to slap someone across the face. And this other guy that looks like he should be in FaZe Clan, he comes in and starts flexing like he's built like Alistair Overeem. Like, come on, man. Go play some Call of Duty. Alright, let's get down to the meat and potatoes, and let's get down to the slapping. The slapping is, pretty bare bone, but then again, there's only so many ways you can make slapping look entertaining. They had a phantom cam to kind of show the ripples when someone gets slapped, but that's only entertaining for like 3 slaps, and then it just gets so fucking obnoxious. And for some reason, there's like some loading time. Like a slapper gets 30 seconds to wind up their slap and slap their opponent. I don't think you need fucking 30 seconds to just someone. Yeah, these insert load slap really drag out the episode and really make it hard to watch sometimes. There's this one moment in episode 3 that was kind of funny because this guy was loading up for a slap, but I couldn't understand what the fuck he was trying to say before he slapped his opponent.
Smack Smith, bitch!
I think he was trying to talk shit to this FIFA created player before he tried to knock him out, but it just didn't work. I think he was trying to yell out his name like Mike Smith, bitch.
Smack Smith, bitch!
My spit, bitch.
Smack Smith, bitch!
My tits, bitch.
Smack Smith, bitch!
And this would have been cool if he knocked the little guy out, but The little guy kept flinching and it didn't connect, so he's just yelling obscene shit and just like grazing him. And they have this rule, like when you flinch, it counts as like a penalty, kind of like when you low blow someone in an actual combat sport. Episode 1 is kind of funny in hindsight because you have Dana talking in an interview with such high praise for these just average looking dudes that just slap each other. Like, he calls them fighters and he talks about how devastating their hitting power is. He's like, oh, the knockout power of this one fat guy, or these two had probably the best slap fight in slap fighting history.
And it's considered by most people the greatest slap fight ever in history.
That's not a thing, Dana. That's never been a thing. What the fuck is slap fighting history? Who are these people that are saying this? I would like to know. Slap fighting is a thing that drunk people do when they're feeling alpha at a frat party. It's not some fucking underground sport. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that women also participate in this sport. And I would comment on that, but I don't think I'm able to do an hour-long analysis on 2 women slapping each other. But holy fuck, look at that mohawk. She looks like a character that I would create on Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I could really tell this show wasn't for me due to all the monster sponsored littered around the so-called arena. It was an obvious indication that this show was made for boys named Kyle who ride their souped up dirt bike on the street with a wife beater and some camo shorts on. You know, the type of guys to put holes in their walls and have a girlfriend that still is on MySpace and has that like emo hair swoop. And she thinks Scene Queen is cool. But just to finish off, I love how episode 3 ends.
Knockout for Chris Thomas. This guy is a power slap star in the making.
Excuse me? What the fuck is a power slap star? Dana, there's no such thing as a power slap star. What the fuck? I don't think these average Joes got the memo. Everyone's a loser in power slap. You're not an athlete. You're not a power slap star. You're not a fighter, which for some reason the guy who narrates the episodes calls them fighters. Why? You're just a dickhead slapping another guy for some prize money. But whoa, ho, ho, ho! Might have to tune into episode 4 where there's a fight going on. I think that's a fight. They're saying it's a fight, but to me it kind of looks like everyone's just hugging each other. Don't get me wrong, I love what Dana White's done with the sport of mixed martial arts and what he's done for the company of UFC. But this isn't a sport. This is garbage. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was just a little quick thing that I wanted to comment on because Power Slap is fucking awful. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got on Power Slap. I don't want to watch this anymore because it's a waste of my time. And fingers crossed that you don't watch it because it'll be a waste of yours. So do all that stuff that everyone else tells you to do at the end of a YouTube video, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, later.